Welcome to the Transitions Daily podcast. Transitions Daily is an online recovery group that offers a daily distribution of popular recovery resources accompanied by a secret Facebook group for discussion. We hope you enjoy today's readings.
This is Transitions Daily for July 12th, read by Sarah M. from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, USA. AA Thoughts for the Day. Belief. Despite contrary indications, I had little doubt that a mighty purpose and rhythm underlay all. How could there be so much of precise and immutable law and no intelligence? I simply had to believe in a spirit of the universe who knew neither time nor limitation. Bill W., Alcoholics Anonymous, page 10. Thought to consider. Faith is not belief without proof, it's trust without reservation. AA acronyms A, B, C. Acceptance, belief, change. Just for today, spirituality. From The Three Legacies of Alcoholics Anonymous. The liberals were the largest contingent, and they had no objection to the use of the word God throughout the big book, but they were dead set against any other theological proposition. They would have nothing to do with doctrinal issues. Spirituality, yes, but religion, no. Positively no. Most of our members, they pointed out, believed in some sort of deity. But when it came to theology, we could not possibly agree among ourselves, so how could we write a book that contained any such matter? There was no such thing as group opinion in these areas, and there never could be. Alcoholics who had tried the missions were forever complaining about this very thing. The alcoholics' unreasoning rebellion against the specifically religious approach had severely handicapped the missions. The liberals said they did not intend to be critical, they only wanted us to remember the hard facts. Those contentions could not be denied. It was true that we could not agree on a religious basis for our fellowship, and that the straight religious approach had worked in relatively few cases. Alcoholics Anonymous Comes of Age, pages 162 to 163. Daily Reflections. Giving up center stage. For without some degree of humility, no alcoholic can stay sober at all. Without it, they cannot live to much useful purpose or, in adversity, be able to summon the faith that can meet any emergency. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 70. Why do I balk at the word humility? I am not humbling myself toward other people, but toward God, as I understand Him. Humility means to show submissive respect, and by being humble, I realize I am not the center of the universe. When I was drinking, I was consumed by pride and self-centeredness. I felt the entire world revolved around me, that I was master of my destiny. Humility enables me to depend more on God to help me overcome obstacles, to help me with my own imperfections, so that I may grow spiritually. I must solve more difficult problems to increase my proficiency, and as I encounter life's stumbling blocks, I must learn to overcome them through God's help. Daily communion with God demonstrates my humility and provides me with the realization that an entity more powerful than I is willing to help me if I cease trying to play God myself. Copyright 1990, Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc. As Bill Sees It, The Spiritual Alibi. Our first attempts at inventories are apt to prove very unrealistic. I used to be a champ at unrealistic self-appraisal. On certain occasion, I wanted to look at the part of my life which seemed good. Then I would greatly exaggerate whatever virtues I supposed I had attained. Next, I would congratulate myself on the grand job I was doing in AA. Naturally, this generated a terrible hankering for still more accomplishments and still more approval. I was falling straight back into the pattern of my drinking days. Here were the same old goals: power, fame, and applause. Besides, I had the best alibi known as the spiritual objective made this utter nonsense seem perfectly right. Grapevine, June 1961. Big Book quote, "We represent no particular faith or denomination. We are dealing only with general principles common to most denominations." Alcoholics Anonymous, 4th edition, Working with Others, page 93. 24 hours a day. AA thought for the day. Today is ours. Let us live today as we believe God wants us to live. Each day will have a new pattern which we cannot foresee, but we can open each day with a quiet period in which we say a little prayer, asking God to help us through the day. Personal contact with God, as we understand Him, from this day to day will bring us nearer to an understanding of His will for us. At the close of the day, we offer Him thanks for another day of sobriety. A full, constructive day has been lived, and we are grateful. Am I asking God each day for strength and thanking Him each night? Meditation for the day. If you believe that God's grace has saved you, then you must believe that He is meaning to save you yet more and keep you in the way that you should go. Even human rescuers would not save you from drowning, only to place you in other deep and dangerous waters. Rather, they would place you on dry land, there to restore you. God, who is your rescuer, would certainly do this and even more. God will complete the task He sets out to do. He will not throw you overboard if you are depending on Him. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may trust God to keep me in the way. I pray that I may rely on Him not to let me go. Hazelden Foundation, P.O. Box 176, Center City, Minnesota, 55012. My name's Sarah, and I'm an alcoholic.
We hope you enjoyed today's readings. You can also receive Transitions Daily via email and discuss today's readings in our secret Facebook group. So for more information, go to dailyaaemails.com today.
Other than the 24 hours a day reading, unless otherwise specified, all quotes copyright Alcoholics Anonymous World Services, Inc. 1952, 1957, 1967, 1973, 1975, 1976, 1980, 1981, 1984, 1985, 1988, or 2001.